Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:50 and Pink Floyd with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Mix of sun and clouds with a high of 62 today. Tomorrow, more of the same with a high of 64. It's 43 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So, from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
Ace Frehley, founding member of the rock band Kiss, passed away at the age of 74 due to a fatal brain bleed. His family and friends shared an emotional tribute to the guitarist who had sustained an injury from a fall in his studio. Frehley co-founded Kiss in 1973 and was known for his role as lead guitarist and persona as Spaceman. His former bandmates Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley expressed devastation at his passing, and he leaves behind his wife and daughter. Posthumously, Frehley will receive a Kennedy Center honor in December.
That was my very first concert.
Kiss?
Kiss. 1978, the Love Gun Tour. And I went with my mom and dad.
Really?
To see Kiss.
Kiss. It's all about Kiss.
And when you're a kid and you were in the Kiss Army back in 1977, 78,
yeah,
Ace Frehley was like the coolest member of the whole band. It's weird to see a guy like that. I mean, listen, he had done enough to put himself in danger for years.
Wow, yeah.
But, dying from a fall, that's terrible.
Isn't that weird, though? Like, what you just said. The lifestyle that a lot of these guys have lived, they wind up succumbing to something else. Like, this guy had a fall, and it was the results of the fall eventually that was his demise. It's just kind of weird that it wasn't the lines of coke or the mountains of methamphetamine they were.
Did you ever see the video of him and the band on the Tom Snyder show?
No.
It's the greatest video ever. So Tom Snyder's interviewing Kiss. He's got all four of the original members, and Gene and Paul don't drink or do drugs. I mean, they're completely sober, have been forever. Well, Ace and Peter are loaded, like roundhoused, and Ace is the one who's doing all the talking.
Yeah.
Now, we've talked to Gene Simmons. He's usually the one who does all the talking.
Yeah.
And you can see Gene getting angrier and angrier.
Because he's not talking.
Because Ace can't shut up. Because he's so loaded. And Tom Snyder's loving Ace because he's hilarious. And he's got you got to check out the video.
Right,
it's the most annoyed you've ever seen Gene Simmons.
Thank God
of Kiss.
Kiss. Thank God for YouTube. We can go back and watch all that stuff.
Oh, it's great. I love that video.
Isn't that great? You can go on and you can think of pretty much anything you've ever seen in your life and go on YouTube and it's there.
Yeah, it's
kind of weird.
So readily available.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg is celebrating Spirit Day with a new song, Love is Love, and a message of love and acceptance for all parents, including same-sex couples. Faux shizzle. The rapper emphasized the importance of teaching children about love and inclusion, stating that hate is taught just like love. Snoop's support for the LGBTQ representation comes after his controversial comments about a same-sex couple in the Disney film Lightyear earlier this year. This is why he's doing this.
Yeah, I understand.
Through his music and advocacy, Snoop is promoting kindness, respect, diversity, and showing that love always wins.
It's so respectful of people of all walks of life that it almost makes you want to put down your gin and juice.
It does.
And just celebrate diversity, inclusion, everything.
Yeah.
Really.
I guess. Or else you get pressured in by culture because you came up with some stupid question during a Disney movie. How come these two women are kissing each other?
See what I'm getting at?
In the middle of the movie.
He's changed his tune a little bit.
Todd Rundgren. We don't do enough Hollywood trash stories about Todd Rundgren.
No, we don't.
His early work as an engineer on the band's 1970 album Stage Fright helped shape the record's sound despite his initial lack of enthusiasm for the music. Rundgren's time in the studio with the band was marked by Levon Helm's drug addiction, which sometimes led to erratic behavior. You don't say.
Really?
While Rundgren was not invited to the last waltz, he maintained friendships with most of the band's members over the years, except for Robbie Robertson, whom he described as a snob. I could kind of see Robbie Robertson being a little snobby.
Yeah, but Todd Rundgren also has a long history of rubbing people the wrong way, too.
Hey, what are you talking about? He doesn't want to work. He just wants to bang the drum all day.
No, he really just wants to get paid.
All right,
really.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think that's what it really boils down to.
Let's see. Warner Brothers Discovery has released a statement opposing a boycott of Israeli film institutions, citing a violation of the company's anti-discrimination policies. The company is committed to creating an inclusive environment that prohibits discrimination based on race, religion, or national origin. The statement comes in response to a pledge to organize by film workers for Palestine, which has sparked controversy in the industry. Legal experts have warned that such a boycott could breach equality and civil rights laws in the UK and the US. Over 1,200 film industry professionals have signed an open letter rejecting the boycott and calling for dialogue within the global film community. See, this is what happened. We got rid of our other original Hollywood trash source, so now it's like peppered with like political stuff inside, which I'm not a big fan of. I'm not any fan of, really.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's weird though that the whole story about the Disney trying to, I don't know. You ever see the stories about like Walt Disney being a racist?
Yes.
I mean, I understand why they want to kind of shove that under the carpet a little bit, but there's lots of story. Even a book was written about how Walt Disney was this
anti-Semite,
huge anti-Semite,
yeah,
total bigot.
Well, that was one of the Family Guy episodes where they're all drawn as Disney characters, and they're all like, "Oh, we love animals, and we love," and then I don't even know if I can say it, but they were talking about certain types of people, and we're like, we hate them.
Yeah, right. So,
and because it's a Disney film,
But now they got new policies.
Yeah, they have brand new policies. It's don't discriminate against anybody. So that should settle it once and for all.
Walt would have wanted it that way.
I don't know if Walt would have wanted it that way. Anyway, Kim Kardashian admitted in a recent Call Her Daddy episode that she had no idea how much everyday things cost, and although she estimates her annual glam expenses to be around $1 million, she has no idea how much a gallon of milk costs.
She must have something to say.
Oh my God, the last time I had a thick and creamy mustache was when I opened my mouth like a Pez dispenser and milked Ray J's one-eyed trouser udder in that sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95. Did you ever milk the one-eyed trouser udder?
Not very often, no. Caitlin?
Well, I never got that down and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but she once took on some rigorous rim employment at Brown, Sanchez, and Stinkelstein. Is it Stinkelstein or Stinkelstein?
I don't know.
She was performing nose grinds on my in-betweenus.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is if my smelly button was a flute, your mother would have been Jethro Tull's Ian Anderson playing Locomotive Breath. So I wonder what else she could play with that. Huh?
I don't know. It's not thick as a brick, I can tell you that.
And that is your Hollywood trash on Rock 102.
Top work.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, I think we can all agree that in these uncertain economic times, people are struggling to make ends meet, find difficulty in paying their bills, putting food on the table, and affording life's basic necessities. It's a struggle for sure. This is why if I were going to start all over again, I would probably embrace a change in direction. I'd forget all about this Hall of Fame broadcasting caliber garbage and focus my attention on coaching. Yesterday, the University of Indiana announced that they have given Hoosiers head football coach Curt Cignetti a new 8-year contract extension worth a reported $93 million, making him the third highest paid college football coach in the country. And that's an average salary of $11.7 million a year. Cignetti, whose team is currently ranked third in the country, trails only Kirby Smart in Georgia and Ohio State head coach Ryan Day in yearly salary, with both Smart and Day making $13 and $12.5 million per year, respectively. And while all three teams are comfortably situated in the top 10 in the latest college football rankings, I could not help but notice that in all three situations, these gigantic annual payouts are being dished out by tax-supported state schools. And so, with a current enrollment of 46,000 students, each of whom are paying about $57,000 a year to attend, that gives Indiana more than enough cash to get away with paying somebody $11.7 million a year. Now, after taking a full examination and personal inventory of my own finances, I discovered that my career in professional radio broadcasting has been nothing but a farcical waste of time. Now, the real money is in coaching. And while I only have 2,158 days to go before I can retire from this godforsaken business, that means I have 2,158 days to prepare myself to start coaching at the state college level, because this current setup sucks. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. I implore you to test your smoke alarms from time to time. You go to Rocky's, you can buy two, get one free. First alert smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, and fire extinguishers. October is Fire Safety Month, and fire is no joke. Do the test, go to Rocky's to buy two, get one free at First Alert Deals at Rocky's. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102.
Springfield's classic rock. It's 6:13 and 38 special with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It's going to be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 62. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds with a high of 64. It's 43 right now in downtown Springfield.
We got open lines coming up next hour. We're doing it only once today. Open lines brought to you by Linton Septic. And the reason we're only doing it once today and doing it at 7 is because at 8 o'clock we got Scott Zolak joining us.
Yes.
We're going to talk about some Patriot football because there's loads to talk about.
At a new time, Friday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central.
Yeah, he apparently wasn't feeling all that great yesterday morning. Probably ain't want to.
Well, how do you know he's going to feel great today?
We don't. I assume, although I assume the hangover will probably clear up by then, and we'll just have to see how he's doing.
Well, listen, for all of you people who are hoping that we do open lines at both 7 and 8, pray that Scott Zolak is still sick.
Yeah, because if he's sick and doesn't join us today, then that is exactly what's going to wind up happening.
Who's going to lead the sick prayer vigil?
I don't think anyone's praying for it to happen that way, Steve. Just maybe the way it works out. Hey, thanks to everybody that went to the Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night last night at MGM. What a great night of laughs. We had an amazing time, really good crowd, and we did a good job for the open pantry last night.
We did a hell of a job, and it was fun. It was a fun show.
There were a lot of people that came up to me because they had never seen Tom Cotter live before, and they were like, I didn't realize he was that great. No, he really is freaking fantastic.
Listen, the guy's been doing it for over 30 years. He, I hear a lot of the same material sometimes, but he reworks it. It's not always the same, and it hits differently almost every time you hear it. So if you've never gotten a chance to see Tom Cotter and he comes back in the area, I highly recommend you go see him.
Yeah, I don't really know how he does it because he's mostly one-liners, right?
Yeah.
And it's a lot of like misdirected one-liners, like you think you're going one way, but he takes you another way.
Yeah.
I don't think I could do an act like that and not repeat myself in the same night. Like I would accidentally tell the same joke 2 or 3 times.
But that's the cool thing about development and watching those, because a lot of those jokes they were used differently.
Oh, yeah.
Previously. And now he's using them in a different way to kind of like modify to where he is at in his age, in his life. And, the joke is the same joke, but it's different. The whole meaning is different because he's using it for a different aspect of his life. It's very cool to watch that.
Yeah.
To watch that kind of unfold.
There's also a lot of new stuff that's come in, a lot of old stuff that's come out. It was really a blast to watch. Also, Corey G did a great job last night. I thought you did a terrific job.
Yeah. It was all right.
Well, I mean, the whole thing. I mean, you did a thing with Dave Miner that I thought was absolutely fantastic. So,
well, here's the thing. You know how I do that RFK voice?
Yeah.
Which I really enjoy doing now because it's fun.
Sure.
Because it does sound like him.
Yeah, it does sound like him.
You know, I was going back and watching my video that I did about it. I'm like, that actually sounds pretty on par with what RFK Jr. sounds like. But I don't look like RFK Jr.
No.
But you know who does? Dave
Miner.
Miner from Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements. He looks great. He's lost a lot of weight. But when the weight came off, all of a sudden it's revealed, hey, there's RFK Jr.
Yeah.
Who's that handsome-looking man?
He's got that Kennedy mystique that everyone clamors for.
Yeah. So I had him come up on stage. Now, I asked him 5 minutes before the show started if he wanted to do that. Because I wasn't even going to plan on doing that bit. I had something else planned.
Right.
But then I said, you know what? Let me just do it because I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks. And if he says yes, then he says yes. So I asked him 5 minutes before the show started. I'm like, do you want to be part of the act? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, what do I got to do? And I said, I just call you up, and you just got to move your arms and open your mouth when I talk like you're a ventriloquist. So I did the RFK voice while he's moving his arms, flapping them back and forth and doing it. You know what the real dangers of roofing are. You don't want to bring your natty daddies up on the roof without some koozies to keep them warm in the wintertime.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, so it was a good time. And,
that was great.
We had fun.
And the best part is the whole thing was to kick off the Mayflower Marathon season, which is like 38 days away from today. And, these are tough economic times. We completely understand that. 54% of everybody's in at some level of food insecurity. But yet last night we raised $12,877 in one night.
Crazy.
It's a crazy amount of money. So thank you so much to everybody that came out, participated. Those of our sponsors, which is Dave Miner and Aquapump and MGM. Everybody kicked in and was very, very generous last night. So that's a great start to the Mayflower Marathon.
What was the number? 12,000?
12,877.
It would have been 878, but Tom had to take a little extra off the top for his cut.
Well, he wasn't going to do it for free.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to give him a little something.
I'm just kidding.
No, he was great last night, and it was great to see a lot of familiar faces, a lot of people who had bought the tickets ahead of time. Barry seemed to enjoy himself.
Yeah, Barry wound up stumbling on free tickets because Tim Rook couldn't go.
Oh, that's how it happened.
Yeah, Tim Rook was going to go to the show.
Right.
Then had a last-minute business trip. What does he do?
I don't even really know anymore.
Yeah, he's like one of those guys that you don't know what he really does.
You know what he used to do?
What?
But now what he's doing now, it's like, that's what he's doing. What?
I know what he used to do. He was the city councilor.
But he also used to sell insurance, too.
Yeah, but what is he doing now?
Well, I think he's somewhat involved in the dispensary industry.
Well, he's clearly in the ticket trade industry because he gave the tickets to Barry, and Barry was able to go to the show. Barry wouldn't have come to the show.
He's like Damone in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Cheap Trick? Do you want to go see Cheap Trick? We'll go see Cheap Trick.
You want to see that Mayflower Marathon comedy show?
Yeah.
It's going to cost you.
This concert is hot, my friend. Hot. Tim Rook is, what is it, Vic Damone?
Yeah, I think that's what the kid's name was.
Vic Damone, yeah.
Yeah, right.
But no, Barry enjoyed the show. Everybody enjoyed the show. Everybody that came out, we had a great time.
Terrific crowd. So thanks to everybody. I know I've said it already, but it really was a great night. And there's more to come. By the way, the Mayflower Marathon hockey jerseys are going to be on sale officially on Monday at the Rock 102 studios. They're $20 each. They go right to the open pantry. Really cool looking shirts.
Yeah, you had a head start on them last night if you were at the show. Somebody asked, can I just go to the show and buy the shirt? No. You can't just walk in there. You got to have a ticket to walk in the building.
What do you think we are? We're like a TJ Maxx over here? No. You got to buy the ticket, then buy the shirt. You can't just go in, grab a shirt, and leave. You got to endure the comedy show.
Judging by the looks of this place, we're more of a Family Dollar feel. We're not TJ Maxx.
You don't think so?
Don't even put us on that level.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's 6:21 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock at 6:26, and the Black Crowes with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
I just had a little preview of the joke. We're going to have fun with this one. What's his name? Liam's got the full forecast for you. All right?
All right. Very good.
Are you ready to laugh?
I'm ready to laugh.
Let's laugh.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you.
on Rock 102,
I make you laugh.
Springfield's classic rock.
So a police officer comes upon a terrible wreck where the driver and the passenger had been killed.
Okay.
As he looks upon the wreckage, a little monkey comes out of the brush and hopped around the crashed car. And the officer looks down at the monkey and goes, "I wish you could talk." And the monkey looked up at the officer and nodded his head up and down. "You understand what I'm saying?" asked the officer. Again, the monkey nodded his head up and down. "Well, did you see this?" "Yes," mentioned the monkey. "What happened?" And the monkey pretended to have a can in his hand and turned it up by his mouth. "They were drinking?" "Yes." What else?" The monkey pinched his fingers together and held them to his mouth. "They were smoking marijuana?" "Yes." "What else?" And the monkey motioned, "Making love." "They were doing that too?" And the monkey nods his head, "Yes." Now wait, you're saying your owners were drinking, smoking, and making love before they wrecked? And the monkey's like, "Yes." "And then what were you doing during all this?" "Driving," the monkey motioned. Yeah, you see, he was driving the car.
The driving monkey.
Yeah, he was driving the car while they were smoking weed
monkey.
and drinking and banging in the back seat of the car.
He doesn't even have a license.
It's so funny.
Bax and Nagle in the morning on Rock 102.
6:31 with Bax and Nagle at Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Gary Rome Hyundai. Technicians get up to a $5,000 sign-in bonus right now. Learn more at GaryRomeHyundai.com/family. His local radio icon, Steve Nagle.
Some good news. Santiago's in Westfield is finally reopened. How about that?
I'm sorry.
There you go.
There we go.
The owners of a decades-old restaurant on Franklin Street in Westfield have announced its reopening after a deadly fire in an adjacent apartment 4 months ago. On June 12th, a fire spread through the first-floor apartment at 36 Franklin Street with a woman who had mobility issues inside. The woman, whose name has not been made public by officials, died in the fire. The residents of the 9-unit building were left without a home, including the closure of the attached business, Santiago's Family Restaurant. In a GoFundMe post, owners Ismael and Carmen Santiago have been serving the community for over 25 years. Isn't that Where in the World is Carmen Santiago?
I think that's what the show was.
Nearly 160 people have donated to the family and staff with over $12,000 right. This place is like awesome for like homemade Latin taste.
Mm-hmm.
They have like the fresh pernil. They have the fried pork chops. They have those meatballs. What are they? Meat and potato balls.
Oh, those are good.
The meat inside.
But the wrapped in the potato?
Fried potato balls.
Oh, that's good stuff.
So I'm actually glad to see this place open because it's tiny. It's a tiny little spot. You ever see it?
I'm trying to remember where it is.
Well, it's you know where the Nook in Westfield is? It's like a few doors down from that on the corner of whatever that street is there.
Gotcha.
But I'm glad it's open because it sucks when, obviously there was some mitigating circumstances here where somebody passed away from a fire,
right.
But also the after effects of, not having a business being open for 4 months.
Well, I'm glad they're reopened. That's great.
Nearly 100 pussy cats and kittens were removed from a severe hoarding situation in Hampden County, marking the single largest home pussy cat intake in a Springfield animal shelter's history. In a news release sent to 22 News from Dakin Humane Society, the animal shelter assisted law enforcement with removing a total of 96 pussy cats.
96?
Yeah.
In one house.
Ranging from newborn to 4 years old. The animals were found living in overcrowded, unsanitary conditions and suffering from neglect. A relative contacted Dakin to report the hoarding situation, stating, "You couldn't step foot in the home without stepping on a pussy cat." The nonprofit organization took in 27 of the cats on October 4th. Upon further conversations, Dakin noted that it became clear more cats were on the property and alerted law enforcement. The remaining animals, 69 giggity, were removed on Tuesday.
Am I crazy, or is that a lot of pussy cats?
That's a lot of... Well, I guess here's the thing. Since I'm still looking, I guess I won't have a lack of choice.
No, you'll actually have a lot of. In fact, you could probably bring home more than one cat.
No. It's just one.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sure you don't want like 96 cats in the house?
Nope. I kind of don't even want one, but it's gonna happen.
Well, I'm sure many of those cats are somewhat related, and that maybe you might want to grab more than one.
Yeah, but in a hoarding situation, what kind of related are you?
Well, I agree,
You know what I mean?
but still, that is a lot of cats to have in one house. I can't even imagine what that house must smell like.
It was probably smelled like a big litter box is what it smelled like. Dakin is located in Springfield. Oh, here's a little history about Dakin if you didn't know about it. And they have been helping with animal welfare for 56 years.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, they're now providing medical care and treatment for the influx of cats and are working to find them foster and adoptive homes. They recently took in 24 cats from a separate hoarding case in Franklin County last week. What's all these pussy cat hoarders? What do you...
Well, I mean,
I'm having a hard time accepting one into my life.
Yeah, no, I get
as
it.
opposed to 100 of them.
The weird thing about it is, and this is, probably, probably a stereotype, but, when you think about, cat hoarding situations, you always think of the crazy cat lady. Mm-hmm. It may not be a lady. Could be a dude who's got wall-to-wall pussycats in his house.
And it doesn't have to be an old person either.
It does not have to be someone who's old, just someone who just can't say no to bringing in more cats.
During their evaluation of the cats, Dakin's medical professionals are treating nearly all for upper respiratory disease and pillow foot. Do you ever have pillow foot?
No.
A painful skin condition that causes inflammation and swelling under the paw pad. So when your pussy cat starts swelling up, you know that you got to get it fixed up.
There's no reason you should bring a swollen pussy cat into your house.
Unfortunately, some of them had to be euthanized due to severe suffering. The organization is asking for support to the community to help manage the high number of animals in their care. A wish list can be found on their website at dakinhumane.org, dakinhumane.org/shop. And if you're interested in adopting, you can call 13-781-4000. You missing a number?
4, I believe.
Are you sure? Maybe it's one of those you pick the number that goes, you have to guess what the first number is. It's blank 13. It's like you're playing the match game.
Sure. But, I don't believe that Dakin wants you to solve the puzzle first before calling them.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure they would probably want the 4 to be included. It's maybe one of the most important numbers since it is first.
First?
Yes.
First.
Part of the area code. Got to dial the 413 first, not the 13. Unless you have to hit 9 to get an outside line.
Oh, 13, it's like you're calling another country.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. A budget shortfall threatens to bring drastic staffing cuts to Hadley's fire department. It's causing concerns not only in Hadley, but surrounding communities as well. People are very much concerned about these cuts as there is worry that they would put emergency response at risk for thousands of residents. This has been the toughest year of my career, so for 25 years, starting as a call force person, a difficult predicament for Hadley Fire Chief Michael Spanknebel. Why have we not heard this name before? And why is this?
Because perhaps, just perhaps, he likes to keep his privacy intact.
It sounds like something on the Jetsons with Mr. Spanknebel,
Fired.
Who's facing some tough decisions in the coming days regarding cuts to his department. This all coming after voters rejected a tax override in September to fund the positions at the department. Spanknebel is not sure which positions exactly would be lost, but he has confirmed that he will have to cut at least 2 positions. In addition, he will be unable to fill the vacant spots for both deputy chief and lieutenant. This would bring the total number of fire personnel down to 7. That includes Spanknebel. Well, Spanknebel, we're waiting.
Spanknebel, would you like to mow my lawn?
That is a pretty cool name.
How come
this is the first time we're hearing about it?
I don't know.
When did Spanknebel get sworn in?
I couldn't tell you. This is the first time I'm hearing this man's names. However, I have to believe that the reason why we have not heard this name is because he's probably tired of people always pointing out the fact that his last name is Nagle.
You know what it is? It's harder being the chief and then having all your employees listen to us.
Yeah, right.
And then they're all around the firehouse and they're cooking up a big bowl of chili and they're all going, "Did you hear what they were saying about Spank Nibble this morning? They were doing Spank Nibble! Spank Nibble!" Yeah. That's what happened to Droopy Dog Monty.
That's right. He had a long, distinguished career until we got a hold of him.
Wow. All right, Spank Nibble, what is your plan?
Oh, no. He's down a few firefighters.
For now, Spank Nibble is very clear that his department will continue to respond to whatever calls come their way. These folks are working as if nothing is happening. That's the way they are. They understand that they have to push through this. We're hoping that maybe down the road we can somehow figure out how to get back to our normal staffing. That's Chief Spank Nibble from Hadley, Massachusetts.
Hadley, Steve.
It's Hadley.
No, it's not Hadley. It's Hadley.
Isn't that where they got the deli from?
No.
Was that the first deli in Massachusetts?
It was not.
Hadley?
No.
I think you don't know your history of the Bay State.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should contact
Spank Nibble!
He'll get set you straight.
Spank Nibble! We're kind of jerks.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Well,
He's probably thinking the same thing too.
He's like, those guys.
I don't like those fellas.
Wow, look at Spank Nibble over there. His head's about to explode. Those Bax and Nagles over there.
That's it. I'm listening to the Kellogg crew.
Oh, no. You're trying to...
I never thought it'd come to this.
Whoa, the Kellogg crew. You're trying to stop an emergency. Don't run directly right into it. That's like a train wreck and a half. That's like having an entire train full of corrosive material just derailed all over the place.
That is kind of like the radio equivalent of a burning building.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 62. What was the joke last night that you told that you had?
Which one?
The one about WMAS that we told.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't even say that on the air.
Oh, you can't. Can
No,
you?
I can't.
That's too bad.
It was funny, though. It was Marty's joke.
You know who would have liked it?
Who?
Spank Nibble!
Spank Nibble!
Your Pioneer. Anyway, 60. It's 43 right now. I'm losing my spot. 43 in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock at 6:51 in The Who with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 62. It is 43 right now in downtown Springfield.
Rock 102 and Aquapump are giving you a chance to win a pair of tickets to see New England take on New York in Foxborough on December 1st. Sign up at rock102.com by the end of the day on October 19th, which, if you're paying attention, is just 2 days away from today. It's your chance to see New England in New York, brought to you by Aquapump and Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. By the way, we'll be talking to Scott Zolak after 8 o'clock, so prepare yourselves for all of that.
Sweet. You sticking around for Cake Day today?
I've got something going on at noon, so I don't want to be late for anything, and I know sometimes, the cake isn't arriving right on time, so I'm going to try to be here for Cake Day.
We're going to try to do 10:15.
All right, good, because I know sometimes there are delays, and I can't overstay my welcome today.
What personal business are you taking care of at noontime that you need to be for?
I have a very important interview to do.
Let me. Are you going to some medical issues?
No.
Are you going to a doctor?
No.
What was the last time you were at a doctor?
The last time was my colonoscopy last week.
And when, tell me more about your diagnosis. I'm just trying to.
You're just trying to get into a lot of deep level. Yeah, right. Loss. I get that. Yeah, no. I have an interview today with a Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, and I don't want to miss it, you see. So.
All right.
So that anyway, that's why I'm going to
It's going to be
bolt out of
weird
here.
if you're lying about it and somebody sees you at a doctor's office today.
No.
He was lying. He said he was going to interview a Hall of Famer.
Well,
Now he's not.
Well, if it's a 12 o'clock interview, do you think I would schedule a doctor's appointment before that? No, I'd schedule it either on a different day or later in the day.
All right. I'm
being given only 30 minutes with this guy, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm just trying to Coombs my way through your personal business.
No, I get that, and I know exactly why you're doing it and what's going on. Steve has a very important doctor's appointment today, having something to do with his colon.
His prostate.
He's got a problem with one of his testicles.
He's going to have somebody massage the plum, if you know what I'm saying.
The doctor's going to go walnut picking today.
Walnut picking. Yeah.
Anyhow, I'm not going to give you too much information about my own personal medical history.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, because see, it's personal. That's why they call it a personal medical history.
Next week, in Russell, right?
Yeah.
In the town of Russell, I'm going to be at Haunted Strathmore.
Is that like the Strathmore facility?
No,
The
it's
burned out Strathmore paper company.
Well, that was the original Haunted Strathmore, where mysterious fires just kept popping up every few years.
Because that's real spooky.
Yeah, I would say more suspicious than spooky.
That's just another S word.
But no, remember the place I did the picnic in memory of my wife's picnic.
Yeah.
They have the whole thing there, and they people dress up. It's a hayride. It's like one of them haunted hayride things.
Oh,
People
yeah.
go through the thing. It's actually pretty cool.
That sounds. I mean, it's a nice space to do something scary.
Yeah. So I'll be down at at Strathmore Park next Friday and Saturday for the Haunted Strathmore.
Wow, look at you.
That's gonna be fun.
Look at you. Well, speaking of, since we're now divulging all of our personal appearances, this Sunday I'm going to be at Cigars for Soldiers at the Portuguese American Club in Chicopee.
I should come over to that.
It's a very, very nice event. It really is.
I don't want to step on your territory, though. I know it's your event. I don't want to muscle my way in.
I wouldn't say it's my event.
I'm talking about you have been the representative.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, there's cigars, there's a steak dinner, they get the real nice raffle prizes, there's a band, there's often a cornhole competition.
Oh,
you like
love
cornholing, don't you?
Well, you like cornhole, I know that.
Well, I'm not, but I let everybody else participate.
And what time is that?
2 to 5, I think it is.
All right.
Yeah.
That's over at the Polish Club in Chicopee, right?
That is correct.
There you go.
That's a nice event.
Yeah.
And I think you can still buy tickets in advance, which you might want to do so they know that there's going to be a steak waiting for you.
But you're okay if I showed up, right? You're not like...
Steve, I'm not so territorial where I'm going to say, I can't believe he showed up.
Well, what if I show up and they're like, well, we want him from now on. We don't want Bax anymore.
Well, that's always the risk, Steve. But I don't think that's the case in this situation.
Well, I'm just wondering how you'd feel.
Well, I mean, I know how you feel about so many other events that you felt you had some sort of ownership of. Like,
I did.
Like Festa.
Festa was one of them.
Or the costume contest we used to do at the Rumble seat.
Yeah.
I know you felt like somehow I appropriated them from you, but that's really not the case.
Well, it is kind of the case, and that's the way
you shuffle your seat, lose your seat.
Hey,
That's what they tell
am I
you.
not allowed to go on a vacation, a family vacation, a trip? I'm not allowed to go see other human beings that are from my blood?
No, of course you are, Steve. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to stand in your way. If you want to show up to Cigars for Soldiers on Sunday, that's totally up to you.
Well, I'm going to make a spectacle of myself. I'm going to wear something ridiculous.
I think people will
Bring attention to me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
me only.
Okay,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
You don't have any boas around the house, do you?
You're not taking my boa.
All right.
It's 6:57. Open Line Friday coming up in just a few minutes on Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters. Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, remember when there used to be this cockamamie belief that on any given Sunday, any team can beat any other team in the NFL? Well, that's all very well and good if you're trying to convince yourself that you got a snowball's chance in hell of winning football games. But in some games, you don't. For example, I believe this Sunday the Tennessee Titans, with their abysmal 1-5 record, have virtually no chance of beating the New England Patriots. Does that sound cocky? Does that sound overconfident? Yes, it does. So let's take a look at the reality of the situation. The Titans are hosting the Patriots on Sunday afternoon at Nissan Stadium. The Titans have not won a single game at home all year. The Titans have also not won a single game under interim head coach Mike McCoy. That's because he's held the job for less than 5 days. Mike McCoy has not held a head coaching position in 9 years, and when he did, it was not that great. The Patriots have now won 3 straight under Mike Vrabel. Vrabel is the former head coach of the Titans. The Titans fired Mike Vrabel 2 years ago, despite being named the head coach of the year 2 years before he was fired. You know, back when he coached the Titans to 3 straight postseason appearances, which I should point out were their last 3 postseason appearances. Now, I know that football games are typically won by players involved and not necessarily by the quality of coaching that happens to be at present. It turns out the Patriots happen to have better players. That's why they're 6.5-point favorites. And even though he's claiming not to be plotting revenge on his previous employer, Mike Vrabel is still a human being. And human beings are prone to settling scores out of spite. And to me, that's the unspoken advantage that the Patriots have this Sunday. Does that any given Sunday crap have any bearing in this situation? Not when you're kicking a man-sized helping of spite, it doesn't. And that's why the Patriots are about to go in on their first 4-game winning streak in 4 years. So if I sound cocky, it's only because on any given Sunday, spite wins football games. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Craftsman Toolbox, $20. Craftsman 24-piece mechanic tool set, $20. It's a Craftsman $20 tool sale going on at Rocky's. Good deals on Craftsman at the only sensible place to buy tools, your neighborhood Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102.
To Springfield's Classic Rock at 7:09, and the Rolling Stones of Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Mix of sun and clouds with a high of 62 today. It's 43 in downtown Springfield.
And now, live from the Richard Grieco Studios in East Long Meadow, Massachusetts, it's Open Live Friday!
Yeah.
293-1021. That is the number for calling Open Line Friday. Brought to you by Linton Septic. Number 1 in the number 2 business. Call in, give us crap. They will pump it. Here are the rules. I think you know what they are, but I'll review them anyway. No foul language. No hate speech. Try not to act like a dink. And get to your point in 30 seconds.
It's that simple. Use those digits to dial our digits. 293-1021.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Hawkman.
The Hawkman.
What's up, buddy?
How you guys doing?
We're good.
Hey, how you guys doing? You good?
We're doing all right, man. What's going on?
I just want to give a big shout out to my buddy Josh, who works for the East Long Meadow DPW, and copies on him this morning.
Do you owe this guy? Do you owe this guy money or something? Because you're always giving that one guy a shout out.
Yeah, and I owe him some favors, you know.
Okay.
He does stuff for me, I do stuff for him, you know. It all works out in the end.
As a DP,
but I want to give another.
So as a DPW guy, what do you do for him? Like you watch him while he's working in the hole or something?
No, I move the cones. I'm like a supervisor. Make sure things are getting done.
Okay, fair enough. Good to know.
I want to give another shout out to Samantha Hart, who runs the Hut for Highland here in Ware.
All right.
She does a great job for the community, and hope to see you guys soon.
All right.
Thanks, Hawkman.
Thank you. Okay, Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. It's Mike Jones.
Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, good morning, guys. It's the scooter guy down in Hamden.
Hey, it's good guy down here, man.
What's going on?
Oh, sorry, dude. I got a couple of broken ribs from getting in an accident near the BFW. Yeah, I just want to let you... I'm dead serious, bro.
No, I'm sure you are.
I'm sure you are.
But I've seen many a person walk out of that VFW and get themselves involved in some sort of injury.
No. I was on my way there one day to go to do some work in the kitchen.
Ah, okay.
And then what happened?
Dude in a pickup truck ran me off the road as I was on my way down there, and I flew off my bike.
Oh, that's awful. That's awful. Well, anyway, what's on your mind besides your injuries?
I just want to let you guys know that down at the V tonight we got Acoustic Anthony playing live, and Sunday we have, and also the kitchen will be open tonight. Yeah. And Sunday we have turkey shoot.
Turkey shoot's back.
Turkey shoot.
Turkey shoot at the V is a lot of fun at the V.
Plenty of handicap parking with all your injuries, too.
There you go. All right, hey, listen, you have fun.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. Rock 102, good morning, who's this?
My name is Maurice Rodriguez. I'm from Westfield.
Welcome to the show. How can we help you?
I'm calling because of Open Line Friday.
And here you are.
Yeah. Basically, I wanted to call real quick to mention, firstly, I'm the same kid that sent over the face masks way back in 2020. With the letter that you guys read out on the air, I think.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah, I graduated from high school back in June.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm very proud of myself for that. The second thing that I wanted to quickly talk about was what Steve Nagle talked about on the air on, I want to say, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Where he mentioned that he had a friend of his who was a Eminem fan, and there was a song by Eminem that sampled Dream On.
Yeah.
Aerosmith.
Yep.
I know the name of that song, and it wasn't actually a direct sample of it. The song is Sing for the Moment by Eminem, obviously.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't directly sample Aerosmith, but it does use the same chord progressions, and it uses a lot of the same arpeggios.
Okay.
I wanted to, mention that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I did a mashup of both of those songs together.
Okay, great. Well, I appreciate the information. I wasn't sure what the name of that song was.
Yeah, now you know.
All right, well, thank you very much. You're more than a minute and 51 seconds past the time. Rock 102, good morning, who's this?
Well, good morning. It's Tom from East Long Meadow. How are you?
Hi, Tom
What's
from
up?
East Long Meadow. This is Bax and Steve from East Long Meadow.
Hey, Steve. So you get on Bax for kind of advancing the time a little bit. If he says it's, let's say he says it's 7:16.
Yeah.
and well, you got to take into account the delay that you're working with. What are you working with? 15-second delay, give or take?
It's like a 9-second delay, 8 or 9, give or take.
Okay, so Bax, you'll say, okay, it's 7:16, and it really is 7:16, even though you said it at 7:15:50 or 7:15:45. Yeah. So Steve, you got to get off him for that.
All right, I will.
Right, well.
And and I was down in the hospital the other day. My wife had surgery, looking for Billy Bob. There's no such person as Billy Bob.
How do you know that?
But he's going by a pseudonym.
Yeah, maybe he's keeping his identity undercover.
Yeah, if you once you figure out who he is, then all of a sudden you're going to want like free dinner rolls or napkins or something.
And good food there, by the way. It is really good.
Oh, yeah. Well, when I think of cuisine, I think of Bay
stuff.
State Hospital.
All right, listen.
Well, you're stuck there. Hey, Bax, I'll see you over at the health club soon, right?
Yeah, okay, sure you will. Hey, unfortunately, we're all out of time. Thank you very much for your call. Okay.
All right.
Rock 102, good morning, who's this?
Steve from Springfield, how you doing?
Good, Steve. What's up?
Hey, Steve, if you want some attention at that Cigars for Soldiers, just show up on a unicycle.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could show up on a unicycle.
That'll take all the attention away from Bax.
Oh, yeah, Steve Nagle on a unicycle. That'll be the talk of the town. All right.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. Rock 102, good morning, who's this?
This is Eric the Tire Guy.
Eric the Tire Guy, what's up?
Hey, I'm so proud of you guys for raising just south of freaking $13,000. That's amazing.
Thank you.
And it must make people feel good, because let me tell you a story about Toys for Tots. I lost my mother 19 years ago, and I put in the obituary, in lieu of flowers, please bring one unwrapped toy. Flowers die, but that little boy or little girl that got something that year for Christmas made me feel so happy.
Well, I'm glad you got that experience, man.
Yeah. Hey, keep it up.
All
you
right.
guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. Appreciate the call. Thank you very much. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. What the heck is going on this morning with all these gigs?
It's like I don't know. It's a lengthy conversation.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The 30-second rule is not applying to a lot of people.
The tire guy was the only one that had any made sense of.
No, I don't know what's going on.
All right.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Why did you guys get rid of the Bax and Life segment?
Because I was told it sounded too much like the Kim Kardashian thing, and it wasn't really taken on, and nobody liked it, and whatever.
Yeah. Well, and it was also 10 minutes away from the Kardashian thing too, so it was like back-to-back type of things.
I missed it because I would sing that jingle at work.
Yeah, see, it was a good tune.
Maybe we'll find other ways or other reasons to play it.
All right.
All right, very good.
All right.
You guys have a good one.
You too. Okay, Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Justin Case from East Long Meadow. How are you
Good,
guys?
Justin.
What's up?
Hey, I just I'm usually not critical, but no, I'm joking. Hey, you guys have put a good broadcast in this week. I could pick on some other listeners who are like, oh, it's my joke, but I'm not going to. But thanks for the awesome broadcast. I hope you guys have a great weekend, all right?
All right. Appreciate it. You have a good day.
Life coach George.
All right, George. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, how's it going? This is Van Lee from Springfield.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing much. I was just happy to see the weather changing and we can finally start to hear some of these tuities.
The tuities?
Have you heard the tuities?
What is
tuities nuts?
Oh,
yeah, you got us. You got us.
Boy, we didn't see that coming. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, Bax and Steve. This is Billy Bob from Bay State. How are you guys?
Apparently you're missing in action down there at that hospital.
Oh, I was looking for you, Steve, but they said that you had a private room, so it is what it is, my friend. But you guys keep up the good work. I went to your comedy show last night. It was great.
You have fun?
And you guys, yeah, it was awesome. I laughed so hard, and I brought a couple of friends of mine. We love you guys. You guys do a great job, and keep up the good work. And we'll see you on Thanksgiving that weekend there when you guys are up 52 hours.
There you go. Thank you, Billy Bob. Appreciate it.
Yep.
All right.
You too. Bye-bye.
Take another one here at Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Zach from Enfield.
Hey, Zach. What's up?
Yeah, you guys always talk about how you hate Cracker Barrel so much.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys are crazy.
Why?
You love the Cracker Barrel?
Love it.
They're serving day-old meatloaf.
Oh, well, I can't speak to any of their dinner or lunch foods. I've only ever had their breakfast.
Well,
okay. I mean, it is difficult to screw up breakfast.
It's delicious.
As long as you're happy, then that's what matters, I suppose.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I besmirched the good name of the Cracker Barrel.
I guess we'll just have to find some other restaurant to trash.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a beautiful weekend. Love you.
All right, you too. Okay, Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Mike Jones.
All right.
Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, good morning, boys. It's Vince the plumber.
Oh,
hey, Vince. What's up?
No, not much, man. Wanted to just say good morning. You guys have a great Friday. Shout-outs to Plimpton and Hills and all the fellow plumbers out there. And Dan over at Eddie's Package. He's got fine liquor, great cigars.
Yeah. Liquor in the front and poker in the rear. He's got gambling back there, too.
Well, that's the truth.
Have a good weekend, boys.
Okay. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Ed Sullivan from West Springfield.
Hey, Ed, how are
Sullivan.
you?
What's up?
Good. How you guys doing today? Well?
Very good, thank you. What's up with you?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to do a shout-out to Mayor Will from West Springfield. West Springfield voted best place to live in the Pioneer Valley for third year in a row, so that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah.
Were the other cities and towns not considered in this race?
No, they probably didn't have any enthusiasm relative to voting. But anyway, it's something he should use in his campaign for re-election. I know he's running against somebody who, I don't know if I can say it on the air, but, take taped women's mouths shut with duct tape. And
Oh.
actually, he had me on the top 10 hit list once. So
Well,
I
actually,
don't know
that's
how-
the kind of guy. That's the qualities I look for in a leader.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
If you can tape
I
a
think
woman's
when he
mouth
put me on-
shut from having her
Yeah.
spit in your face,
Yeah. Well, when he put me on the top 10 hit list,
Yeah.
the top 10 list, my kids all called me and said, Dad, you finally made the top 10 of something. So I was pretty
well,
proud.
there you go.
There you go.
You're on to something.
That's good
there.
for the family.
All right.
All
Well,
right,
you know what? Good job moving those
All
town
right.
meetings to Collins Tavern. That was a good idea.
Yeah, right. All right, you guys have a good weekend.
All right, appreciate it. All right, thank you. It's oh my gosh, look at
Oh,
that!
look at the time. How
It's
about
hard
that?
to believe it all went so fast.
Wow.
A lot of dinks out there today.
This is brought to you by Linton Septic.
Money well spent.
Money very well spent.
While
and,
some money seems to be flushed down the toilet, Linton will be back there to pump it out.
We should get Rockies in on this deal so we can get a crowbar to pry the callers away from the phone. It's so hot.
723 at Rock 102. G726 of Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
Liam has the full forecast for you.
Hey, this week on Baxy's Musical Podcast, my guest has been Daniel Ash, the so-called godfather of goth, formerly of Bauhaus
Good
and
God,
London
y'all.
Rockets. Yeah, right.
Good goth, y'all.
That's right.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's in a brand new band called Ashes and Diamonds. They got a brand new record coming out on the 31st on Halloween. Great record. Really cool guy. Next week, I'm going to be talking to legendary guitar player Chris Spedding. This is a guy who has played in literally hundreds and hundreds of recordings over the course of the last 50 years, including with Jack Bruce from Cream, Paul McCartney, Elton John, Harry Nilsson, Brian Ferry from Roxy Music. The list just goes on and on. He's also the guy that recorded the Sex Pistols on their earliest demos. Fascinating guy, tremendous guitar player. That starts on Monday, starting at midnight on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, the Rock 102 YouTube channel, rock102.com, and on the Rock 102 app. All brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram at Chicopee, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
The godfather of goth.
He doesn't like that term, but he is considered to be that guy.
Good goth, y'all. My
Goth.
Chemical Romance. Let's go.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Is
Yeah.
that what they do? Is that
That's
how they
it,
do it?
man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Typo negative. Good goth, y'all.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
That's right. Absolutely.
What's his name again?
Daniel Ash.
Oh, it doesn't even rhyme with James Brown.
No, it doesn't. That's
Good goth, y'all.
yeah. That's more like the Godfather of Soul, the hardest working man in show business. Yeah.
Well, I thought that's who you were talking about.
No.
The Godfather of Soul.
No, the God.
Good God, y'all.
No.
Typo negative.
No, that would be James Brown, the man with the juice.
Good God, y'all.
No.
Echo and the Bunny Man.
No.
Favorite band.
No. Anyway,
Good goth, y'all.
No. Anyway, Daniel Ash this week, Chris Spedding next week. Two back-to-back legends.
The Sisterhood. Good goth, y'all.
No, that's not it. Oh my gosh, look, we got
Cocktoe Twin. Good goth, y'all.
we got.
Did I just say twins?
You did say
Yeah,
twins, and you said cocktail at the same
Cocktoe,
time.
yeah.
We got news next to Rock 102.
Here's your...
It's 7:32 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news, and it is brought to you by absolutely no one this hour. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
You know, I miss the old people we used to work with.
Oh, man, that is so true.
Thanks, Bax. 2 lanes are closed on I-91 South due to an accident. Officials say the accident is along the Longmeadow S-curve as opposed to the
normal Longmeadow curve.
And they are actively working to clear the scene. Details are limited at this time, but Western Mass News will have the latest as developed. That was an hour and a half ago, so I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. What's today? Today's the
17th. It's Friday.
Okay. This is from yesterday at 5:52 p.m.
Okay.
But it is the top story
Yeah.
on Western Mass News.
Even now.
Right now, if you go to westernmassnews.com, there's a big headline that says 2 lanes closed on I-91 southbound.
Okay, maybe it's time to either take that story down or to give more information about how 2 lanes of traffic were closed yesterday as opposed to today.
It must be really difficult to run a news station.
Well, I mean, they are, they are limited in in resources.
Yeah.
And intelligence, and I don't want me to argue, but yeah, this is that was published yesterday at 5:52, 14 hours ago.
They still have the water main break from 3 days ago, 2 days ago in Holyoke. I'm pretty sure that's closed off by now.
By the way, has anyone really called it the Longmeadow S curve? Because I can't recall anyone saying it's an S curve, or are they saying that the S stands for south?
Maybe the south curve.
Yes, right.
Instead of the N curve.
Yeah, that's right.
You got to know your curves. You know about your curves, right? You got
Sure.
the S curve, the N curve, the E curve.
That's your biggest.
No, the W curve is your biggest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's fall, which means Bright Nights in Forest Park is right around the corner.
Fantastic.
While we're gearing up for that, there's a concern about traffic on Sumner Avenue as that construction project continues. Those concerns are valid, considering how busy Sumner Avenue is on a daily basis, especially at the X. The project being a $22 million Mass DOT-funded project that is actually 10 years in the making, with the goal of revamping both the X and the corridor on Sumner Avenue extending from the CVS to the entrance of Forest Park. Right now, crews are upgrading and replacing utility lines, water, gas, and electric. This project as a whole is expected to last 4 years. And with that in mind, Bright Nights in Forest Park is only a month away. Well, that's not going to be enough time to finish the project and have Bright Nights. What are we going to do?
You'll figure it out.
Springfield DPW Director Chris Signoli said that there is a plan in place, number of nights we have to set up cones, etc. Construction during the day is going to be done, so when people in line, construction won't be there. Well, how much construction can you do when it's wintertime anyway? You know, there's only a finite number of jobs you're allowed.
Well, when you're banking on 4 years of construction over there, it's not like anyone's going to be chomping at the bit to start doing work in January.
Yeah. Aside from those planning to go see Bright Nights, there is regular traffic daily. Really?
On Sumner Avenue?
You're kidding me.
Come on.
Wow. Western Mass News spoke with one gentleman from East Forest Park who expressed his concern about what's to come. I don't know that satisfaction is something that is possible, because without any of those things you just mentioned, they're still terrible with bad drivers. There's a lot of construction. There's a lot of problems with the lights. I'm not saying I don't know anything about it. I'm not saying I'm not trying to do something about it, but the reality, it's so unnecessarily evil.
Take a breath and find other alternative routes.
While construction will be halted each night Bright Nights is operational, Signoli wants all drivers to be aware of the cones in the road and the vehicles off to the side on Sumner Avenue, just in case you've never seen them before.
Now, these cones, what shape are they in?
They're landscaper grade cones.
Oh, yeah,
They're
really?
really good
The orange ones?
Yeah,
Or?
they are orange and fancy and new. And
okay, I'll be ready for it.
Very reflective.
Mm-hmm.
Make anybody move out of the way as soon as you see it, even if they just put one cone up there. Why don't they just take that method of the landscaper and just put one cone on Sumner Avenue? I bet you everybody could figure it out.
Well, yeah, except during Bright Nights, they use a multitude of cones to let you know that you need to get into certain lanes to get into Forest Park.
You don't need that. People can figure it out.
No, you can't, because if you don't have enough cones, it's a reckless free-for-all of people trying to get into the park. And you can't have that. It is an orderly, organized, very efficient system.
So you say.
It is.
All right.
Have you ever gone to Bright Nights and felt completely confused about what you're supposed to be doing?
Every single time I go.
I have no confusion whatsoever.
I don't know who's collecting the tickets, who's collecting. Actually, they don't even collect money anymore. You
No, they
gotta buy
scan
the
it.
tickets ahead of time.
Yeah.
So there's no more cash being held.
It's quite all right.
You know why? Because the Grinch was stealing all the money.
He even stole the last can of Who Hash.
Nearly 100 pussycats and kittens have been removed from what officials called a severe hoarding situation in Hamden County. Stacy Price with the Dakin Humane Society said they were alerted to the situation by a concerned relative who indicated that some couldn't step foot in the home without stepping on a pussycat. On October 4th, officials removed 27 pussycats, and after further investigation, it was evident more cats were still on the property. At that point, Dakin brought in law enforcement to help safely remove the remaining 69 giggity pussycats. On Tuesday, October 14th, it was found that one of the pussycats was reportedly living in unsanitary, overcrowded conditions. Just one of them? I think
No,
they were
actually
all
probably a
living.
few of them.
And many of them were under-socialized, malnourished, and had suffered long-term neglect. The animals range in age from newborn kittens that were still nursing up to 4-year-old pussy cats. The kittens are receiving treatment and supportive care for their severe upper respiratory infections and anemia caused by flea infestations. They're eating, playing with toys, and overall doing better. They're still pale and weak, but we're hopeful once they're stronger, they'll be ready for foster homes.
I know it's a hoarding situation. You ever watch the show Hoarders?
Yes.
It's the most depressing show on television. It's like you can't watch that show and feel good about anything other than to say, at least it's not me. But yet you watch these people, basically being, with avalanches of junk all in the house, and some of these houses are like loaded with animals.
Yeah.
It's like, my God. I know you love your cats. But, that's a lot of cats.
Who doesn't love a good pussy cat?
1, 2 cats, maybe 3 should be the maximum.
Yeah.
I think. I don't mean to judge. It's just a lot.
I'm thinking 1 is too much.
Hey, listen, I've had as many as 2, and it's a lot. It's a lot of cats.
That's a lot of pussy cat.
It's so true.
Be in there.
It is.
What was I going to say about that?
About pussycats?
Now I can't remember. The Holyoke Police Department announced on Tuesday they arrested a suspect they accused of stealing packages from residents' home. You remember we were talking about the Parch Pirate?
Yes.
He's been caught.
Ooh.
On October 1st, the police responded to a home on Hampton Street for a report of package thefts. Police then identified 49-year-old Juan Coriano as a suspect. A warrant was issued for his arrest shortly after. Then on Tuesday, police received information from a post on social media with a photo allegedly of the suspect stealing packages again in the Sargent Street area of the city. Officers eventually found Coriano in the area of Hampshire and Maple Street, where he was placed under arrest. He's now charged with larceny. Har, you're not going to take the anal seas of Holyoke anymore. We've caught you red-handed, Blackbeard.
All that swashbuckling has caused me to be swashbuckled.
Now you're going to swab the poop deck. That means 2 things.
At least until he awaits trial.
Yeah. Well, I guess if your porch pirating is part of your thing every day.
To me, it's a terrible crime. Not because it's a brazen effrontery to the victim. It's like you're poaching packages. You don't know what's in that package. How do you know it's going to be something you're going to want?
Well, it's one of those crapshoot type of things where you don't know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get.
And once you open up the package and it's not yours. It's not like it's easy to return for a full refund with Amazon.
Right. Well, here's what when I worked at the railroad with the choo-choos.
Sure.
Every once in a while, the big yard that they had down there, somebody would break into a trailer. And you could tell it was random, because they're unmarked. You don't know what's inside of them. But many of them were random break-ins, and you could tell they were random because whoever it was that opened the door ripped open boxes to see what was inside and realized, well, this isn't my take. One time, though, and I can't believe the thief didn't take this. It was a box full of sex toys for a couple down in Broadbrook. It was being shipped to a couple in Broadbrook.
Really?
And it even had their name on it and everything. And and all the sex toys were all out in the trailer.
How many sex toys are we talking about
Like
here?
6.
It's a lot of sex toys at once.
It was like you got your speed caca, you got your lambasta, and this one's for shooting down police helicopters.
Oh, I don't need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a whole box full of sex toys that never got to its destination. It never arrived.
Was this like a sample pack?
I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it was something they bought. It was from an Adam and Eve store. That's what it was.
Yeah, they do have the gift packs, I believe.
Yeah. But can you imagine that? You're trying to be discreet, and it comes in just a plain brown package. So do I. And it comes in a plain brown package, and nobody would even know that there were sex toys in there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless some jerk broke into a trailer and then opened it up and then dumped all those sex toys over. And now you got a guy like me who's taking pictures of the address,
right,
and then sending them to the all staff of the railroad, so like all these railroad people know that it was, Bill and Stacy down in Broadbrook.
Yeah, meanwhile, you got Bill and Stacy down in Broadbrook,
yeah.
going, checking the front door, or their mailbox every single day, waiting for the rubber protuberances to arrive, and they never come.
And they never come.
They never come.
And neither do they.
And neither do the toys.
Because they don't have the toys. Yeah.
The rip.
Oh, I'm glad we sorted this out.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today, partly cloudy with a high of 63. It is 43 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Oh, yeah.
Are you? Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock at 7:51, and AC/DC with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Mix of sun and clouds with a high of 63. It is 43 right now in downtown Springfield.
Just want to mention that Scott Zolak will be joining us in just a few minutes, so sit tight for that.
Oh, that's right. Scott Zolak is coming up on Friday this morning.
Yeah, that's right.
But in the studio with us right now is the folks from Shonda's house, Chantal Bernard and, I'm sorry,
Kimberly O'Connor.
Kimberly O'Connor. There you go.
By the way, I have known for years and years. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, well, welcome both of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you've been here before, but just for people who may not recall, give us a little information about what Shonda's house is all about.
It is a nonprofit, community-based mission in Western Massachusetts, and we are helping to restore calm, dignity, and humanity in end-of-life care, supplementing care through scholarship programs and supportive measures and education in the community for end-of-life.
And these are folks who are utilizing these services. Are these folks that just simply can't afford end-of-life care, or is it how does that work?
So for those who are receiving hospice care, that's a care that is covered either by commercial insurance or Medicare and Medicaid hospice benefit. So they've qualified to receive end-of-life care, which is a benefit that they can receive for 6 months and subsequently longer, in a traditional home, in an assisted living environment, memory care, or skilled nursing. For those who may be in a traditional home, they have a primary caregiver in that home providing the care that they need during their end-of-life journey. And what we find, I work in hospice as a hospice liaison with Brookhaven Hospice. And what we find at times is that it can be very taxing on the caregiver and that the caregiver may need a break. So through Shonda's House Foundation, what we're looking to do is offer those family caregivers the opportunity to have a break through scholarships where a caregiver could come into the home. This would be in addition to the caregiving team that hospice provides.
Because a lot of people don't realize that hospice care is not a 24-hour-a-day thing.
Right.
These are resources are stretched thin as it is. So you have hospice care nurses that come over a house maybe once, twice a day to administer medicine or do things like that. But there's not somebody there all the time, and that can definitely take a toll on a caregiver, especially the mental well-being.
Right, and that's a misconception at times when hospice comes in. They think that the hospice team, as you mentioned, is there with the patient 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. While that hospice team is very dedicated to the pain and symptom management of the patient on services, they will have a schedule of scheduled nursing visits where they come to assess the patient, check in with the patient, and that patient, family, and caregiver have access to nursing 24 hours a day through the hospice triage line, but there isn't a physical individual from the hospice agency in the home.
So when you talk about the scholarship aspect of that, tell us what that is all about.
So that will help supplement the hands-on care that Medicare just can't cover, unfortunately. And that's bathing, that's the mental health and wellness, the respite support, that's companionship, turning and repositioning, whatever the needs are for that patient in the home or wherever they call home.
Correct. And the hospice team does include a nurse, an aide, a social worker, and chaplain. So they are supporting the whole individual. But they are not, as we mentioned, they are not there in that home 24/7. Caregivers may need a break that extends beyond what the hospice team is able to provide. So this will give them a break to be able to, read a book if they wanted to, just knowing their loved one has someone sitting by the bedside. They could go run some errands and just assist with that personalized hand-on care that is necessary and required to be provided by that caregiver that extends beyond what that hospice team is responsible for.
And you got lots of great events coming up to support, coming up on November 9th. The pickleball tournament. Tell us about the pickleball tournament.
Yes, so it's an all-day event on 11/9, like you stated. You beginner, intermediate, advanced, expert players. If you are a beginner, you don't need a paddle. You can just come ready to play. It's a great way intro into pickleball. And really, we'll have lots of fundraisers. We have amazing sponsors that have really helped support this mission. And
raffles, we're excited about some good raffles to, get people a little bit more involved to stay, hang, and play. But it's really, pickleball is a big
up-and-coming sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's this happening?
In Westfield at the Pickler.
The Pickler.
It's that giant. It's the old Bonton. They turned it into a pickleball place.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. It's no longer the men's and hose store because the light was burned down on it. It's now a pickleball place.
So that's where you were pickleballing in
That's
Westfield.
where yes, exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
There you go. So that's what time does that start on?
It starts at 8 a.m. for the beginners, and it goes through the whole day. It's on our website, shondashouse.org. You can register right from there, and it'll be an amazing event to just build awareness. We're just trying to build awareness in the community and also raise funds so we can provide that supplemental care.
And if somebody wanted to get in contact with you folks to maybe set up services or get more information, how would they go about doing that?
shondashouse.org. Contact us.
Very good. Chantel Bernard and Kimberly O'Connor, great to have you. Best of luck with the pickleball tournament.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for coming
Absolutely.
in.
It's 7:57 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, Outdoor Power Headquarters, Steel, Ego, Craftsman, Toro, DeWalt.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, I think we can all agree that in these uncertain economic times, people are struggling to make ends meet. They find difficulty in paying their bills, putting food on the table, and affording life's basic necessities. It's a struggle for sure. This is why if I were going to start all over again, I would probably embrace a change in direction. I'd forget all about this Hall of Fame caliber broadcasting garbage and focus my attention towards coaching. Yesterday, the University of Indiana announced that they have given Hoosiers head coach Curt Cignetti a new 8-year contract extension worth a reported $93 million, making him the third highest paid college football coach in the country. That's an average salary of $11.7 million a year. Cignetti, whose team is currently ranked number 3 in the country, trails only Kirby Smart of Georgia and Ohio State head coach Ryan Day in yearly salary, with both Smart and Day making $13 and $12.5 million per year, respectively. And while all three teams are comfortably situated in the top 10 in the latest college football rankings, I could not help but notice that in all three situations, these gigantic annual payouts are being dished out by tax-supported state schools. And so, with a current enrollment of 46,000 students, each of whom are paying at least $57,000 a year to attend, that gives Indiana more than enough cash to get away with paying somebody $11.7 million a year. Now, after taking a full examination of my own personal finances, I've discovered that my career in professional radio broadcasting has been nothing but a farcical waste of time, and that the real money is in coaching. And while I only have 2,158 days before I can retire from this godforsaken business, I now have 2,158 days to prepare myself to start coaching at the college state level, because this current setup stinks. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You know what? I'm imploring you. Test your smoke alarms today, and then go to Rocky's. Buy 2, get 1 free on First Alert smoke alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, and fire extinguishers. October is Fire Safety Month, and fire is no joke. Do the test today and go to Rocky's. Buy 2, get 1 free on First Alert deals. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:10, and the Jay Giles Band with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Mix of sun and clouds with a high of 63. It's 43 right now in downtown Springfield.
Scott Zolak's Window into the Patriots is brought to you by Window World of Western Mass. Windows, doors, siding, and more.
Coming off a large regular and a sausage, egg, and cheese, it's Scott Zolak.
How you
What's
feel?
going on?
How you doing?
I'm feeling better today, but I'm eating some peanut butter and jelly now, so it's stuck to the roof of my mouth.
Peanut butter, that's not a breakfast food.
Sure it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Great for breakfast. Good protein, yeah.
I don't know. Traditionally,
better than a coffee roll.
Traditionally, I've always known peanut butter and jelly to be a lunchtime snack.
Well, I mean, you could split hairs. It's delicious any time of day.
What kind of peanut butter are you using?
Oh, it's Skippy Creamy.
Yeah, see, I like Jif.
Jif, they're both the same. They're good. They're both great.
Yeah, I don't know. Jif to me is like a sweatshop peanut butter. To be honest with you, I'm a Skippy guy from way back, but I agree with you on the creamy.
Scott, you want a really
Yeah,
good. You want to
You gotta
really
get the creamy. You know? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm just
No,
trying.
I mean, I step over everybody. I just keep talking. I got ADD. Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna say the best creamy peanut butter is it's from Dollar General. It's the Clover Valley Farms. That's their brand, and it's got the touch of honey. It's a creamy peanut butter with a touch of honey. It's absolutely delicious. You will thank me when you hit that Dollar General.
I'm telling you, you go to BJ's or you go to Costco or any of these like Dollar Value or even like one of the cheaper stores, Dollar General. All of their brands are like they're as good as any of them, really.
Yeah. You know,
Berkeley and Jensen, it's BJ's, and like all their brands are better than the real products.
You know, I would love to clip coupons with you on a Sunday morning.
Dude, I'm telling you, I get my gas at Cumberland Farms.
Yeah.
I save 10 cents a gallon for the Smart Pay rewards. I have all the food cards. I never go to Stop and Shop because I lose my card all the time.
Sure.
So I go to Big Y, and then my favorite really is Market Basket. Market Basket, you get the best deals.
Yeah, but that's a great store. But let me ask you this: as a former NFL quarterback, do you find that things would be so much different if you were, say, making like Aaron Rodgers money, where you wouldn't have to go to a BJ's or a Costco? You could just buy your own peanut farm and make your own peanut butter instead?
I'd actually just like to be Joe Flacco, be 44 years old, doing nothing, and you get traded to go throw the ball to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins last night. Like, that's why I threw for 350 yards.
Yeah.
You're as good as the people around you.
Hey,
I would love to make that type of money where I'm going to hire somebody to cook my meals for me during the week. Get my three. Give me my give me my 3 meals a day.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up the Joe Flacco thing. Are the Cleveland Browns maybe among, because you can't discount the Jets, among the stupidest teams in the NFL?
I don't see any hope for them.
I mean,
it's so bad. Like,
I mean, to trade a guy to your own division, a guy that was going to be your starter. It's like the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Belichick did it to the Bills with Bledsoe. Like, he was done with Bledsoe, but he's like, I don't want him anymore. I'm just trading to Buffalo because I don't care. You know, but Drew can still play. Like, he went to the Pro Bowl that year. He went to the Pro Bowl down in Dallas after that. Yeah, some of these coaches, man, they get hard-headed against a certain player, and they're like, yeah, we see no value to him. But, like, imagine waking up today and you're Cleveland, and you're sitting there like, holy crap, we still got to play with this Gabriel kid, and God forbid we got to put Shador in, because that's coming. That day's coming.
Right.
And then he's going to end up falling on his face because you're playing against all ones. Like, all these guys are playing the preseason. You think they're great. They're playing against 2s and 3s. You know, now you're going to play against the ones. It's a huge difference.
So we got to talk about the Patriots here for a bit. Now, the first place New England Patriots, I thought I'd never live to see the day where I could say that again, but here they are, tied for first place. Buffalo's got a bye week, and the Patriots have got the easiest part of their schedule coming up in the next couple of weeks. I mean, I'm hearing conversations about, Drake may be even considered for, as an MVP candidate. I don't know if he's at anywhere close to it at that point, but I mean, it is hard to ignore what is going on right now in Foxborough. Absolutely impossible to ignore it.
We're so close to it. Like, I watched Dre last year, called all his games, and like, he kept getting better and better. He wasn't making the same mistakes, but I kind of chuckled post game because I know the national shows were starting to talk about it. Good Morning Football, ESPN, like, he's top 3 in the MVP, and then they start putting up all the stats. And like, yeah, he outplayed Josh Allen. Josh Allen's a front runner, but They're saying like Daniel Jones, that schlep down with the Colts, he's going to fall on his face. Drake's got a realistic chance to be the MVP, which is freaking crazy 6 weeks in. I can't believe we're talking about it.
It's unbelievable, and the thing is, there are a lot of people talking about it on TV where they're just not giving him the credit that he has deserved here. I mean, a lot of them are just discounting him because the Patriots have been so bad over the last couple of seasons that it just doesn't seem like they want to take Drake May and the Patriots seriously. But you said it yourself. I mean, the stats kind of speak. You speak the whole point here. I mean, he's crushing it at this point in his career.
He's completing 75% of his passes almost. I mean, he's not doing this like complete 50%. He's a high efficiency guy. He's only had two interceptions in 6 games, and the touchdowns are just starting to come. He's elevating all the receivers. Like the receiving crew is okay. Stephon Diggs is really good.
Yeah,
but now all of a sudden they look like okay. Pop Douglas catches 2 touchdowns. Kayshon Boutte could catch 2 touchdowns last week. Anybody can do that. They haven't thrown the ball to the tight end yet. Like, wait till they get Hunter Henry involved here. It's going to be fun to watch.
When you see the side by side comparison, what's going on with the Patriots right now, which was all on the upside, and then you look at the Titans, which is basically falling apart like a horrifying dumpster fire of a football team. It's hard to think that even that the Titans have any chance in this, but there's a lot of talk about Mike Vrabel that that there may be some spite involved. There may be that he may be looking to get back at the Titans, and he's kind of discounting that. Do you think he's just saying that, or do you think there's something about facing the Titans that he really just wants to rip them apart?
I think he's taking a classy route. Is what your parents teach you to do. Take the high road, and then internally you just want to destroy them. Yeah, it's like if you guys get canned from doing morning radio there, and they bring in some like easy listening night move music. You're gonna hope that dude falls on his face.
No, they tried
like
that over
bedtime magic. What are you gonna bring David Allen Boucher in and say, hey, it's bedtime magic here? This one goes out to and doing those slow jams. Like that would be bad for mornings. People would be falling asleep.
Listen,
you need Jay Gals and Centerfold to wake you up. Like, who doesn't like that song?
They did try to overthrow the government here at one point, but it didn't work in their favor.
Yeah,
so
thankfully it was
came out on top.
An effective coup d'etat that unraveled that whole thing. But
you guys have a TV in studio?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to put on Fox 25 in Boston because they have Honey Pot Hill Orchard, and part of our show is I was driving home one day in traffic, and I had to take the biggest dump. And I couldn't find a bathroom anywhere. And the only thing that was around was this Honey Pot Hill Orchard. We talk about it all the time on the show. I destroyed this bathroom. And there's like a little stall behind it. Right behind where the apples are is the bathroom. You can see it in the background. It's hysterical. We're going to talk about it this morning, but it's on TV right now.
And here you are fertilizing the orchards. That's nice of you to do.
Why do you think those apples are so big and tasty there?
Well, yeah, because that's right. You can bite into a hearty Zolac right now.
Yeah, here's a honey crisp with a Zolac Zap. This tastes like a Dunkin' order from 2 weeks ago.
Oh God.
So they're playing the Titans this weekend, and they just fired their head coach, Brian Callahan. They got an interim coach in there right now, and McCoy, and he hasn't been a head coach in a couple of years. He was with the Chargers for a while. When a team has to face that situation, it's mid-season, and now you got a new coach, and it's not an unprecedented thing, but it is somewhat unusual. I mean, are you just kind of like throwing your hands up in the air and saying, well, okay, season's done, or do you think an interim head coach really can put it together in 5 days?
I don't think they really can. I mean, I think sometimes if you do something different, maybe you could get a team for a week or two. But this Callahan guy, he wasn't very good. So it's like I'm not looking for the bump. This isn't like Jimmy Johnson or Pete Carroll getting fired or Bill Parcells, to where the team cares so much about this guy. Like we're gonna go out and play our asses off for him. Yeah. I don't see that bump coming. They're not a good team. They can't get out of their own way. We lose this game, we got problems. Like I look for us to win by 14 here.
I totally agree. But I'm also we talk about the easiness of the schedule. You got the Browns, Falcons, Buccaneers. Those two games might be a little bit challenging, but it's so hard to wait until November 13th to you face the Jets. This is the best football team I've ever seen ever. I mean, it's unbelievable how bad the Jets look right now.
They can't get out of their own way. I mean, can you imagine being a Jet fan? I mean, seriously, you're in one of the biggest markets in the country in New York. Joe Namath played there. Parcells went there. They had some success there. Even when Rex Ryan was there, they went to 2 AFC title games. They can't win like more than 3 games a year. They're so bad, and there's no hope for them. There really isn't.
I mean, to
they
go,
have some talent.
They got talent, but to see like Fields throw for 45 passing yards during a game. I mean, there are high school kids that could face the Broncos that could perform better than that. I mean, just it's a total disaster. I'm thrilled the Patriots still got both of those games still yet to go on the calendar. That's what a great turn of events that is.
Yeah, we look forward to these type of games because it's like these are the games now you just get through because these so-called layups, and then you just start stacking wins up. Like right now, we're right now 4-2, but realistically, you could be looking at this thing 7-2, 8-2 until we get to Tampa, where that's probably going to be the next time this team's tested. Well, that's going to be a flip of a coin.
Listen, if they win 4 in a row, can we start saying the dynasty is back, baby?
No.
Come on.
No. I called 9 AFC title games and 5 Super Bowls. This team's not close to that yet.
Yeah.
We were wagging back in the day. Like it was 14-2, 13-3 every year, 15-1. Are we going to have the bye? Are we going to be playing home all the playoffs? Like the Chiefs are us now. They've been to four straight, and everybody's like, they're losing now, and everybody's got their number. No, they're 3-3. They survived. They're 500, and now they're going to start rolling. You watch. Chiefs are going to end up being like 10-7 or 11-6 and be back in the playoffs and have home field. That's what's going to happen.
All right, here's the burning question. Would you rather fight 1 Vrabel-sized Belichick or 10 Belichick-sized Vrabels?
Tough call.
That's
man.
a tough question.
I don't want to fight Vrabel. Vrabel, he's nasty. That dude's got some strength. He's whacked. He's a little crazy, but I do love crazy. Yeah.
Well, good. Well, then hopefully that scenario never actually plays out and you won't have to be tested.
That's true. That's true.
There you go. All right, Scott, we'll talk to you next week. Again, you said 14
All right,
points.
guys.
I agree with you.
Yep, I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me do today. I'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you.
Sounds good. Scott
All right,
Zolak,
boys.
brought to you by Window World of Western Mass. It's 8:23 on Rock 102. It's 8:26 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
What's going on? We got Liam's got the full forecast for you.
It is a Shop Friday here at Rock 102 this morning at 9 o'clock. If you go to rock102.com, you go to you could save up to 30% to the Hangar Pub and Brewery. Great beer, amazing wings, multiple locations all over the place. Perfect hang for lunch, after work, a game, wherever. And pair those wings with Amherst Brew, and you're going to have yourself a damn fine time. That starts at 9 o'clock at the Shop 30 store at rock102.com. 30% off at the Hangar. Do not miss out.
That's a good place.
That's a real good place.
Yeah, the Hangar.
Haven't been there in a while.
Golden Barbecue.
That's
it's like honey. It's sort of like a honey mustard, but it's more of a sweet barbecue. I don't know how to describe it. It's good.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Like Carolina barbecue sauce, like a mustard-based thing.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Good times.
Yeah, that's good.
You put that on a salad, man, you got yourself a meal.
Yeah, but I just the salad. Vegetables grow in dirt. Chicken wings grow from chickens. I like chickens more than I like dirt.
You do like that?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. Hey, by the way, last night was the Mayflower Marathon comedy night at MGM. We had a great show. Tom Cotter was absolutely spectacular. Corey G was great.
Dave Miner was great.
Dave Miner was terrific.
Yeah.
And all totaled last night, we raised about $12,877. All of it going to the open pantry of the Mayflower Marathon. Great start. And by the way, on Monday, you can start purchasing the Mayflower Marathon Thunderbird hockey jerseys at the Rock 102 Studios for $20. It's a great deal, and it all goes to the Mayflower Marathon.
$20, and now is the time to start getting your collections together.
We're 38 days away from the start of the Mayflower Marathon, so if you're thinking about participating and starting a drive, like Steve said, now's the time to start kicking it into overdrive, because we are pretty close to getting there.
Somebody just criticized me on the Route 10 Tire listener line. Golden barbecue is a flavor for kids. No, this isn't ketchup on a hot dog. This is it's a good barbecue sauce for a chicken tender. You don't.
At what age are chicken tenders like an adult food?
No longer
like a food. 'Cause to me, that's like a kid thing.
Well, it depends on what. I mean, if they're the frozen bag ones, that's the kid one. But if you go like to the Hanger, for example,
right,
where they actually take a fresh piece of chicken and then they batter it. And the other one that's got good ones is the White Lion, because that's the highbrow.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too, yeah.
I wouldn't consider that the child's meal.
Is it the nugget that makes it a kid's meal?
I think it might be
maybe it's the shape. So if it's like, say your chicken's shaped like a dinosaur, that's for a kid. If it's shaped like a nugget, it's for a kid. If it's shaped like your thigh, then it's an adult food.
And now this guy goes, you're right, because ketchup on a hot dog is a perfect flavor combo.
Oh,
okay, this guy sucks.
out of his mind.
Yeah, this guy is out of his mind. You're trying to argue something that
can't really be argued.
You're telling me golden barbecue is a flavor for children, but ketchup on your hot dog is okay. All right. I bet you he thinks ballpark franks are good.
Yeah, he's probably so angry he's throwing his goldfish crackers at the radio.
Barbecue sauce and chicken nuggets is for kids.
It's all right, okay.
All right, whatever.
8:30. News is next. At Rock 102.
Here's your Western Mass.
8:33 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Gary Rome Hyundai. Technicians get up to a $5,000 sign-in bonus right now. Learn more at GaryRomeHyundai.com/family. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
All right, so we determined that the accident that was on the S-curve in Longmeadow was yesterday.
But it's still the top story today.
Well, I mean, some people might not have gotten the news, so they had to tell somebody.
So if people were like in a traffic backup, but got off the highway before the backup, then they probably wonder, gee, I wonder what's causing all that traffic.
Well, you know what it is? It's the reaction to the folks on community forums, local community forums.
Mm-hmm.
What's with all the ambulances and the police cars down at the intersection down there? What's going on?
I'm amazed by how much people don't know and don't really do enough to figure out how can I get this information.
Well, they just don't think ahead that far.
I mean, the forums, you want to put a question out there on the forums, you can expect ridicule and hassle.
But that's the risk you take, Bax. You want information, you're going to have to be ridiculed. Somebody out there has the real info.
Well, then why can't we just find a place to post that real info? Like a news station website.
That would be logical.
Well, it would be, but
we're not logical people.
Not in the broadcasting business. We're not.
Nearly 100 pussycats and kittens were removed from a severe hoarding situation in Hamden, making the largest single-home pussycat intake in a Springfield animal shelter's history. In a news release sent to 22 News from Dakin Humane Society on Tuesday, the animal shelter assisted law enforcement with removing a total of 96 pussycats and kittens, ranging from newborn to 4 years old. The animals were found living in overcrowded, unsanitary conditions and suffering from neglect. Well, maybe if they only had 95 of them, it would have been a little bit cleaner in there.
Right.
A relative contacted Dakin to report the hoarding situation, stating, "You couldn't step foot in the home without stepping on a cat." The nonprofit organization took in 27 of the pussycats on October 4th. Upon further investigation, Dakin noted that it became clear that more cats were on the property and alerted law enforcement. The remaining animals, 69 giggity, were removed on Tuesday. Dakin Humane is located in Springfield, and they've been helping with animal welfare for 56 years.
Oh, is that what they do?
Well, you gotta
First time hearing of them.
Informational report about that. The organization is asking for support from the community to help manage the high number of animals in their care. A wish list can be found on their website at dakinhumane.org. So if you feel so inclined, that would be the place to do it.
Okay.
Speaking of animals, this kind of freaked me out. A fire broke out at a firefighter's house in North Carolina after his dog chewed on a lithium-ion battery.
Ooh, no.
Lithium-ion batteries are everywhere, with most Americans already having one in their homes. They power different toys, cell phones, and even some e-bikes or scooters. While they are safe to use, it is important to know how to get rid of them properly. It was a near miss for this 5-year-old rescue Colton. His owner, David, shared the video of the moments after Colton grabbed the lithium-ion powered device, broke the safety seal, and chewed up the battery, leading to a fire.
Oh, my God.
Damn. He bit into it, and you can see it. And he's surprised by it, and then he's like, what did I do? Sasser, who's a firefighter with the Chapel Hill Fire Department, said the fire was out within minutes. Thankfully, it pretty much fizzled out because of the rug, and because we were home so quickly. Sasser said the rug was the only thing they lost in the fire, and luckily not the dog.
Well, I hope the dog is okay, but, that rug really brings the room together.
I kind of, not to be the devil's advocate here, but a firefighter coincidentally having a dog that chewed up a lithium-ion battery and caused a fire, it almost sounds like that might have been planted. That might have been faked to do.
I don't think that's fake. Some dogs can get into the craziest situations.
Yeah.
You see like a lithium-ion battery on the floor, he thinks it's some piece of kibble or like a snack. Next thing you know, he's chewing on the battery, and boom, the whole house goes into flames.
Yeah.
Dogs can get into the craziest things.
I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure this guy set this up. Remember that guy out in Brimfield who was setting fires all the time, and it turns out he worked for the fire department?
Yeah.
Hey, guys. These firefighters, they need to be loved. They need the attention.
Listen.
So how are you going to be a hero if you can't be a hero in your own home? Oh, I got it. Have the dog chew on a lithium-ion battery.
I don't think these guys are setting up scenarios to make themselves look like heroes. They're heroes every day, Steve.
Hey, if I get this dog to chew on this lithium-ion battery, I could look like the hero in my own home.
No.
And the only thing that dies is the rug.
You look like the idiot that left his lithium-ion battery on the floor for the dog to eat.
That's neither here nor there.
No, that's the most important part.
I'm not thinking that far ahead.
Clearly.
The J.M. Smucker Company is suing Trader Joe's, alleging the grocery chain's new frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are too similar to Smucker's Uncrustables in their design and packaging. Now, wait a second here, Trader Joe's. We're the only ones allowed to have crappy frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in our freezer case. There's not room for two of us in this town.
There's only so many companies that can cut the crusts off of bread.
In the lawsuit, which was filed Monday in federal court in Ohio, Smucker said the round, crustless sandwiches Trader Joe's sells have the same pie-like crimp markings on their edges that Uncrustables do. Smucker said the design violates its trademarks.
Can I just say that, in my opinion, Steve, and I'm not a complicated chef at home, but to me, the Uncrustable is the ultimate in laziness.
Is it though?
Yeah. Here's the recipe of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Probably the same one that Zolak was eating just minutes ago. First, you take a couple of pieces of bread, right? And then you take some peanut butter and you put it on one side of the bread. And then on the other side of the bread, you put your jelly.
Yeah.
And then you take both pieces of bread, you put it together.
You make it sound so easy.
It is. And that's why it's so stupid that someone would spend so much more money on Uncrustables when it's actually more financially reasonable just to make your own damn sandwich. Simple.
You have all the simple answers, don't you?
Yeah, well, Steve, the way I see it, if you are so bamboozled by that recipe, like you just can't figure out how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that you have to rely on a previously made, frozen, decrusted sandwich made by some factory worker, then you really need to take a new assessment of your life.
What are they doing with all the crust on the bread? What are they doing with that?
You know what? It's a mystery. No one knows. Either no one's asking the question or no one's willing to talk.
I mean, that just seems like a big giant waste.
The whole thing's a waste.
Circle of a sandwich. Smucker also asserted that the boxes Trader Joe's PB&J sandwiches come in, giggity, violate the Orrville, Ohio-based company's trademarks because they are the same blue color it uses for the lettering on the Uncrustables packages. Trader Joe's boxes also show a sandwich with a bite mark taken out of it, which is very similar to the Uncrustables design.
Mm-hmm.
Smucker does not take issue with others in the marketplace selling prepackaged, frozen, thaw, and eat crustless sandwiches, but it cannot allow others to use the Smucker's valuable intellectual property to make such sales.
Listen to the words you have chosen to say. The intellectual property of a frozen, prepackaged, factory-made peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You're not listening to what they're saying. They're not taking issue with the fact that somebody else has a peanut butter and jelly sandwich out there.
No. That's not what I'm arguing.
It's the way you cut it.
I'm arguing that it's very hard to put a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and intellectual property in the same sentence. That's what I'm saying.
A message-seeking comment was left with Trader Joe's on Wednesday, which is based in California. Michael Kelber, chair of the intellectual property group at Neil Gerber Einsberg, a Chicago law firm, said Smucker's registered trademarks will help bolster its argument. But Trader Joe's might argue that the crimping on its sandwiches is simply functional and not something that can be trademarked. Trader Joe's sandwiches also appear to be slightly more square than the Uncrustables, so the art company could argue that the shape is not the same. Uncrustables were invented by two friends who began producing them in 1996 in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Smucker bought their company in 1998 and secured patents for a sealed crustless sandwich in 1999. Throw some money at these two kids. They know what they're talking about. It's a frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwich without the crust on it. It's a brand new invention.
These two youngsters came up with a top-notch idea.
But it wasn't easy to mass produce them. In the lawsuit, Smucker said it has spent more than $1 billion developing the Uncrustable brand. It's a frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What more do you need to market?
To invest that kind of money into something so damn stupid that you could do at home for a fraction of the price.
Smucker spent years trying to perfect Uncrustable's stretchy bread and developing new filling flavors like chocolate and hazelnut.
Oh, boy.
Man.
Imagine that.
Well.
Taking Nutella and putting on a piece of bread and put another piece of bread on it and having a sandwich made.
The trademark fight is on. Trader Joe's, you're going down, bitches. Your Pioneer Valley forecast is going to be a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 63. Tomorrow, more of the same with a high of 64. It's 44 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Ah, yeah. Hey, it's Steve Nagle.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic
Thank
rock.
you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. It's 8:50 in Nirvana with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be a mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 63. Tomorrow, mix of sun and clouds, 64. Great day for a 5K.
Yeah, in fact, there's a great one coming up tomorrow at Zott Park in Chicopee. Kim George from Cane's Crusade is the Cane's Possum 5K is tomorrow. Good to see you.
Hey, great to be back.
Absolutely. It's been a while since we've had you here. First of all, tell people about the Cane's Crusade and what that's all about.
Yeah, just real quick. I mean, in essence, we keep dogs out of shelters. So we work directly with the elderly, disabled, veterans, unhoused, domestic violence survivors. And we go to the root of why people have to surrender their dogs. So when people support us, they're not only helping people and their dogs, they're helping the local shelters to do, more with what the resources they have.
And you've been doing this for years now, right?
14 years.
Yeah. I was going to say, so I mean, how many dogs have you housed over those 14 years?
So we don't house. We provide food. We have a vet fund that's statewide.
Right.
We help people with short-term motel stays to get them off the streets, lots of different things.
Very, very cool.
That 14 years. That's crazy that you've
Isn't
been doing
it?
it that long. I think I remember going to the first event that you had
Yeah.
over in Forest Park.
Cane's Cookout.
Cane's
many years
Cookout.
ago.
Yeah.
The stockade we had it at.
Well, that's great. So then, so tomorrow, what time is the race? What time is the registration open?
Yeah, so registration's at 8:30, and then the 5K starts at 10. Walkers start shortly after that. We have vendors, tons of vendors. We have food trucks. One cool thing this year that's new is we're doing a nose work demonstration. So if people have, active dogs, bored dogs, They can watch a demo and then bring their dog, and their dog can actually try it out. It's like a giant sniff-a-thon. Very cool for dogs.
Wow, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
That sounds almost like law enforcement training almost.
Okay, I wouldn't put it that way.
Well, you want to start your dog off on the right path of justice, then that would be a great way to start.
Day one in canine school is sniffing.
Yeah.
You got to learn how to sniff.
So how did you start this whole thing?
So one of my dogs had mast cell cancer, and to afford her treatment, her pills were $32 a piece. I refinanced my mortgage, and I was so grateful that I had the ability to do that. And she lived 5 great high-quality years, thank God. But it got me to thinking, what do people do that can't even afford the basics of vaccinations and food and such? And my dear friend Pam Peoples, who was the executive director at Thomas J. O'Connor, she and I, thought about this, and we came up with the Care Kit idea, which is basically to deliver dog food and other essentials to people that are homebound, underserved communities and such. And that's how it got started.
It's such a great idea that you've been doing this for not only the amount of time, but what you're doing. I mean, we all love our dogs. I mean, they're parts of the family, but the reality is, caring for a dog can be very, very costly. And at times where people are struggling, you got to make really hard, difficult, almost impossible choices.
Well, it kind of ties in with what we're talking about with food insecurity. I mean, if you have people suffering in this county alone with more than 1 in 2, 54%, I believe the number is, you're also talking about these families who have pets and have dogs and things and need that care, and that's luckily where you guys step in.
Exactly. And, we leverage everything we can. We have local partners, low-cost clinics, and we really maximize every donor's dollar. So we try to help as many people and their dogs as possible. And our folks, for many of them, all they have is their dog.
Yeah.
For the elderly, a lot of them, all they have is their dog who's their main companion, and that is devastating. So it gives them a reason to get up out of bed, take their medications, take a walk. It's more than a nice idea. It's really life-saving in many instances.
This is Kim George from Cane's Crusade. When people donate to Cane's Crusade, are you primarily looking for cash donations, or are you looking for items?
Well, I think the easiest thing is cash allows us to meet the greatest need. And so it's not only food, obviously the vet bills. Vet care is more and more costly as innovations come, and the economy certainly raises prices as well. So we fund surgeries, we fund diagnostics, as well as medications for some chronic issues. So there's lots of ways to help.
And you can do a one-time donation, or you can foster one of these animals as well, right?
Well, we don't actually house the animals. We don't have a building. Okay. So what we do is people can sponsor a dog. We have dogs that are diabetic. We have a 20-year-old Chihuahua who has a grade 4 heart murmur that's been with us 2 years that, we help pay for the medication every month.
That's strange because, Chihuahuas are not normally high-strung dogs.
No comment. I'm a pit bull kind of gal.
Well, no, I listen. I understand, but I've never seen a Chihuahua act. I don't know, like a Type A personality or anything like that.
Hey, come on, they're great dogs. We love all dogs here at Cane's.
The Cane's Possum 5K from Cane's Crusade tomorrow. Location again? I'm sorry.
Zod Park. Yep.
Zod Park.
And what time does that start?
So 8:30 is registration, 10 o'clock is the 5K. The walk starts after that. We go till 1:30, and the festival part of it with the vendors and the music and the food trucks, the nose work, the sniff-a-thon, all of that is free to the public. So bring your kids, bring your, pups, bring your well-behaved humans. That's our favorite saying. And come out. It's going to be a beautiful day, and we sure would love the support.
If someone wanted to find out more about Cane's Crusade, what should they do?
They can go to possum5k.com. That's the event website. Or they can go to canescrusade.org.
Very good. Kim George from Cane's Crusade, great to see you. Best of luck tomorrow.
Hey, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's 8:57 on Rock 102. Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 9/11 and Led Zeppelin on Rock 102.
It is going to be a mix of sun and clouds today with a high of 63. It's 44 in downtown Springfield.
Hey, this Sunday night, 9 o'clock, it's Baxy's Musical Fun Bag brought to you by Raspberries Records. I'm telling you what, if you are interested in buying vinyl, the place to go, Raspberries. East Longmeadow and Ludlow will be playing songs from Husker Du, The Clash, The Damned, Pixies, Killing Joke, and a whole lot more. Sunday nights, 9 o'clock here on Rock 102. It's Rock 102's loudest hour, just before Little Steven's Underground Garage.
All right, I got 2 headlines for you to pick from. Ready?
Yes.
All right, woman accused of biting 2 deputies, breaking deputy's nose with his own baton during arrest, or injured bear spotted stealing pumpkins in West Hartford.
Number 1.
You want to go with the number 1?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if I'm feeling more in a violent mood today.
I was surprised that you said.
You want to go with the bear?
No, I don't know. I just assumed that you would do a bear story. But
Let's go with the bear story.
No. We'll go with the lady.
All right, let's go with the lady story.
A woman in Kentucky woman, she get to know you, is facing charges after allegedly biting 2 sheriff's deputies and breaking one deputy's nose with his own baton on Monday night. 37-year-old Amy Mabes was arrested after a deputy responded to a disturbance call in Williamsburg where somebody was allegedly breaking windows at a home. According to an arrest citation, the deputy found Mabes in the backyard with a large metal tool in her hand. When ordered to drop the tool, Mabes initially refused and tried to get away when the deputy tried to detain her. A foot chase began when Mabes ran across U.S. Highway 25 into a heavily wooded area. The deputy tried to use his taser, but it was not effective. After taking Mabes to the ground and putting her in handcuffs, the citation says she continued to resist as they made their way out of the woods. Mabes slipped one handcuff and attempted to escape by striking and kicking the deputy. During the physical confrontation, the deputy used his baton to get Mabes to stop resisting, but he dropped the baton during the struggle. She picked it up and reportedly struck the deputy in the face with it, breaking his nose and causing a laceration above his left eye. A second deputy arrived on scene, but Mabes she bit them both.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, she's a little Hellcat, isn't she?
Yeah. Then both deputies received medical treatment. After being taken into custody, Mabes told authorities she has AIDS and hepatitis.
Oh, my God.
And fellas, she's single.
Well, I'm sure she's got her good points, too, but this story doesn't show any of them.
What, you got to be on something, I would imagine. I'm not, I don't know the details of this story, but I'm just taking a wild guess and saying a bath salt breakfast might not be the best option for some people.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I've always felt, and very passionately about this, that whenever there's any interaction between myself and law enforcement officials, that I try not to bite them if I can help it.
Yeah.
Or beat them with their own weapons.
But AIDS and hepatitis.
Well, you got a mixed bag, you could say.
She gets around.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
She does.
Now, how do you have that conversation? Like, hey, I gave you AIDS. Well, did you know you have AIDS? No.
No.
Well, you do now.
But you'll forget all about that once you have to go through the all that hepatitis medication.
Bonus wheel of diseases. We spin it. You got hepatitis too.
It's 9:15 at Rock 102.